Another day, another round of Rim suffering. Welcome. Oh, Jesus. Welcome to Rimworld. Attempt number 2 of our 500% threat combat extended playthrough after we were tragically wiped out by 3 centipedes of all things. So I've been reading a lot into your feedback, especially with regards to weapon choice, ammo, that type of thing. The mod pack itself has undergone a couple of changes, some actually fairly major, one very, very minor one. I think ultimately the difficulty has not changed, with the exception of being more familiar with some of the mods I've thrown in. What I did do, though, is I recorded an episode earlier where I changed the loadout. So if you want to watch that, I'll unlist it and I'll upload that to the channel too if you want to consider that bonus episode testing a few things. I was intending that to be the start of the new series, but I've since made some more mod changes that requires another restart, so I made a lot of changes to the actual prepared carefully loadout, staying within the same points limit, but readjusting things and redistributing things so that it makes more sense. For example, starting with an actual researcher, which turns out actually helps out quite a lot. The progress I made in that was almost the same as what we made in the 3 episodes of progress that came previous, so I'm a bit more confident in regard to that particular loadout. Anyway, as for mods that I have adjusted, I've gone and removed the Rimworld apparel stuff, mainly because I think it was a little bit cluttery. There was, multiple different types of helmets that all have the same stats, it's just different textures, multiple different clothing layers that I think were a little bit superfluous, and ultimately maybe a little bit too powerful, giving like even minus 5% aiming time. If you've got that on multiple items across your entire colony, that's a massive boost compared to what you would have compared to the base game, and that was the whole point. I want to see the base game difficulty 500% with, obviously, combat extended there. Now, what I have done is I've swapped that out for mods that we are more familiar with, which is where maybe it might be slightly easier just because I am more familiar with it, but we'll still have to know how that applies to combat extended. Those mods being vanilla, expanded, armors, and apparel, instead of the apparel added by Rimworld, just because they are, firstly, fully supported by combat extended. I think they're a bit more balanced. I think they are a bit more thematically appropriate for Rimworld, and more importantly, we've used them before. We know what they do, more or less. Along with that, I've included a mod that you could argue makes the game easier, but I have a good reason for that, and that is metals don't burn. And if you've got a problem with that, look, real-life metals don't burn. Not like that. You can't just have some guy light fire to a steel wall and the whole fucking base goes up. The reason I've included that is because the reason in the base game metals burn is because steel is an easily accessible resource. You can mine it, add in for an item from underground, you can get it from mountains a lot quicker than somebody with the equivalent plant skill can chop down wood, because you get it in obviously big veins, you get the same amount. Anyway, we've got a big steel sink in this game, and that is of course ammo. So I'm alright having it so that steel doesn't burn. The counterpoint to that, of course, is we're going through so much steel anyway, we probably won't want to build structures out of steel because we need it for ammo. We haven't got any sort of infinite resource mod either, I should phrase that. So it's not really that much of a balance, but if push comes to shove, we can use steel as a building material. Let's dive back in here. The other thing I want to do as well is actually pick a decent starting position. Problem last time, of course, was that I let the game randomly choose a position for us, and I think that was very detrimental, given that we had somewhere that was not necessarily super easy to defend, and the only point on the map that was easy to defend also had not very much room for growing. Randomized seed this time is going to be Caterpillar. We're going to start with our half-world size again, so I think that gives us enough choice without being, overly spacious. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, let's look at the coast for a start. Defenses are key this series, particularly because kill boxes are less effective as we've seen. I'm thinking somewhere like this. 40 out of 60 days growing time, western coast. I mean, ideally, we want quite a cold temperature because of the whole blaze bulb thing. I would like ready access to weaponry. So let's take a look around. What have we got here? 7.9 to 28 degrees C. That's actually quite good because our blaze bulb, does it not combust at 28 degrees? So that's basically at the very highest level, at the height of summer, shit will catch fire. But outside of that, we'll probably be fine. We could even go for like an island or something like that. That's a little bit on the warm side. I really would love a coast that allows us to be able to grow that. What about like over here? Oh, this is nice. Temperate forest. Oh, 29 degrees C. Mountains. We've got coast on obviously all the sides there. Eastern coast it says, but that could be interesting. The downside to, of course, an island start is we don't have any way of caravanning out. Might not necessarily be a bad thing. I can't say that we're ever going to have time to do much caravanning out there, are we? It's got northern coast, 32C. See, 32C does get a little bit too warm. We've got 28C there, or we've got 29C there. I suppose I would rather go here, then. I think. Just simply because it gives us the opportunity to actually caravan out if we need to. Oh, it's got caves. Oh, fuck that. No. So the insects are actually quite powerful. I started a playthrough kind of testing out some different builds. Shotguns cannot get through mega spiders, so anywhere with caves I'm not interested in. On the subject of that, though, I have adjusted our preset. So we've got testing number 3. Now, this is very similar to what you've seen before, with the exception that, obviously, their gear is different. So they've got, instead of the kind of more militaristic combat gear we had before, it's got Rimworld gear. You know how it is. Flat jackets, we've got an armor vest there. I believe I picked tribal wear as the bottom layer, just because it's a coverall that is fairly cheap in terms of resources. Everybody's got the same gear set with that regard. Now, I have tweaked skills a little bit, as you'll see as we go along here. I've decided to not have any cook and rely on nutrient-based dispensers instead, which is kind of a gamble, because mood, as we found out in previous Merciless series, tends to be the big killer. We'll see how it goes, obviously with the hope that we can recruit a cook eventually, but we can survive without a cook. I would argue that we can't survive without an intellectual character. So what I've done is I've taken away all of our cooking skills. I've given butt pain, major pain, 20 intellectual, single passionate, so that if he has to take a break from that for whatever, if he's ill, his intellectual won't, you know, necessarily take such a hit. 20 intellectual, though, means that we're going to absolutely be able to speed through a lot of the research. If we use our points limits, too, you can see that we've got a lot of points left over. Simply because there is that kind of random element to it, that it does depend on your starting characters, but it's going to be barely any points in that, as long as we pick the same scenario each time. So we do get a couple of 100 points randomness. I've changed our equipment as well. So what I've done... We haven't got any guns. That explains why the extra point is. I don't know why the guns have disappeared. It's probably why I changed the load order around. So the gun that I actually chose was... Let me see if I can find it again. Basically went with a rifle that allows us to fire armor-piercing rounds here, just because we're going to need armor-piercing rounds, ultimately. I think I went with... Might have been an AK-47? I think it was slightly cheaper than that, actually. Maybe a Lee Enfield? No, that's 303. I don't remember what I chose the last time, but it was decently cheap and allowed us access to this type of thing. Maybe it was an AK. Let's go and take a look at that. What can you fire? Soviet. No, it wasn't that one. I assume that one is as well. Yeah, that's not right either. What the hell did I pick? Let me find it. Well, this gun takes the ammo type, so I might as well go for that one. The FNFAL, or FNUNFAL. 3 of those, 419, so it wasn't that gun. It puts it slightly over. To be honest, I've tested out a lot of different weapons mods with this to kind of see how well they work. But I'm quite happy with the set that we've got right now. So we are going to have to drop some things here and there. Sacrificed a little bit of mining skill there and some melee with major pain. We've got 1 point remaining. We have to take the guinea pig. If you need to ask why, you shouldn't. Let's move on. Okay, here we go. This is going to be interesting. I'm quite excited to see how some of those, you know, armors that I'm actually way more familiar with will play out here. What's our map looking like? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. It's not perfect. Far from it. Particularly as our most defendable area is here. I think we'll just stick a big wall across there, right? Stick a massive wall across there. We might even be able to reclaim most of this structure. How are we looking in terms of... Because there's no rich soil anywhere. But on the plus side, we can grow those blaze bulbs, which I quite like. Yeah, it's not the best map, but you know what? It'll do. It'll do. It's workable. Quickly recap all the stats just as a kind of more familiarization here, because I've only briefly gone over that. So we've got major pain, butt pain himself, 20.37 intellectual with a single passion in that. We've got 8.28 melee, so that he could be a bit more effective. That's going to be one of the ways that we're going to try and crack centipedes in the future. A lot of people are saying try and melee them instead. Shooting of 15.89 there as well. We've got, of course, Joseph generally, General Joe himself. 12.78 construction, 10 social, so we had sacrificed a little bit there with obviously the single passion in both of those, 14.81 shooting. Then finally Colonel Moose with the plants, crafting, and medical skills, single passion in each of those, 14.24 shooting. Pretty much everybody is identical. The only difference is I also removed the chemical interest trait from major pain, which is why we had slightly fewer points than I was anticipating. So, let's get to work. First thing that's fairly important then, I think the nutrient paste dispenser needs to be set up pretty much straight away. Yeah, I like this area as a base. We might want to take this apart here, build our immediate base out of wood, and then just use all of these slate blocks to build a big fuck-off wall down there with kind of a killing field cut out in the center. I think that could work. Before we do absolutely anything else, first port of call, let's put down a research bench, and let's just get Major Pain researching right away, I think. So you can have a... Should we go steel? No, I do have a lot of call for steel. How much wood have we got? We've got enough for a wooden research bench. That's all right. So you can have one of those. There you go. Get to work on that straight away. I want to start queuing up some research pretty much immediately. Let's throw down a stockpile zone. We'll just start building kind of in this area, I guess. What on earth is going on there? Excuse me. That's a lot better. Now, one thing I did experiment with in the kind of unlisted episode that I'll stick in the description or something like that is diagonal building. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in Rimworld, but it does save a lot of blocks. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I hate it, but this is sweaty Rimworld. We're not here for aesthetics anymore, my friend. First research, we're going to go smithing. Oh. Well, at least I planned on going into smithing. What? I literally played this 30 minutes ago, and it worked fine. Well, that's inspiring much confidence. It's not the nicest looking research tree in the world, but we can work with it. Right, so now we can, we can more adequately queue up research as well, which is quite nice. First thing we want to go for is smithing. So let's throw that into the list. Then after that, machining. Maybe even gunsmithing as well. Why don't we just go all in on that? Major Pain sorts out colony defenses. We'll sort out building a horrendous colony for the AI to try and ruin. So I would love to build everything out of wood, to be honest. But it might take a little bit longer. As long as we're not going near Overhead Mountain. That's all Okay, that's fine. Yeah, look. So this area we could always grab as a nice indoor base. We'll just have to refloor it in a second, but that's okay. I have to suffer this series. You have to suffer too. That's hideous. That is the worst thing I've ever built. And I've built some fucking terrible things in Rimworld. It's my horrible base built. Next thing to do. Nutrient paste dispenser, I think. So we could capitalize on this wall here, which is already kind of sheltered. Just stick some walls around the edge and then a cooler over the top. That should solve that quite nicely. I guess we'll do something like that. Mistakes have been made. Oh, let's do that, because then we're using up so little real estate of the actual house. That's fantastic. Oh, I'm using the flood fill tool because, of course, we've got weird-shaped houses, so it's easier just to flood fill it. And honestly, it just leads to more problems. Okay. Okay, we good? Oh, it's bloody 30°C outside? What? World map. Temperature. 29°C. You fucking liar. You absolute liar. It's spring. It's not even summer, and it's hotter than it's ever supposed to be. Oh, that is... Oh, come on. Oh, I'm very angry at you, you shitty game. Okay, no, Major Pain, Major Pain. Stand aside. Let it burn. Oh, Jesus. Well, I want it to burn, but I don't want the whole fucking forest to go up. No, my base. Stay away. Stay away. That's it. No, not you. No. Okay. Go up here. Right, forget about the blaze bulb. Every time I've tried growing fucking blaze bulb in this game, it's lasted 2 seconds. I feel like only in an ice cap playthrough is this shit ever gonna work. No, get rid of it. I don't want it. Grow me drugs. Grow me drugs. I know how they work. What the fuck are you doing? Harvest comes before grow. Here's an idea. Go and bloody harvest. Oh, because it counts as plant cutting, even though it says quite clearly on the fucking label harvest. Oh, I see, Rimworld. Right. There. Apparently plant cutting is harvesting and harvesting is plant cutting. Who'd have thought? Okay, so power then. Let's put down, I think, some lovely beach-based wind turbines. 3 of them? 2 of them? 2 of them is probably sufficient, and then we could get Research Boy to do the research, hence his name. How are we looking on that? Let's get... I guess if we just run a cable directly to the nutrient paste dispenser for now, that's probably more than sufficient. Oh! The Blue River Tribe. When I'm done with you, it will be the Red River Tribe. Well, it won't, because you'll be dead. That's the implication. I guess it'll be the Red River. Let me work on that. Come back to me. Right, General Joe, I don't think we need to send everybody out. We've got armor-piercing rounds. It's going to rip right through his, I don't know, cowhide hat. Kill him dead. Where is he? Brickoy, are you any good to recruit? Underground Industrious is very, very nice. Wowee. Mining? Oh, animals is good. It's a Muffalo Shaman. What is he wearing? Cloth hood, cloth tribal wearing a cloth poncho. He's a cloth man. Careful, he does have fiery arrows. Got the range. Wowee. That didn't even hurt, he says, as is, well, everything is hanging off. Okay, well, let's go and capture him. I don't have anywhere to put him right now. You know what? Maybe I should just forbid that shit and leave it on the floor to rot. Right. I mean, I could put you back here. If we stuck a door on that, we could just put him out the back here in the shed. Put him in the shed. That seems like a pretty good idea. Give me a bed. For the time being, you can sit in here. And power. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, before you sleep, though, General Joe, let's put down a door. Let's not put down a door. Let's put down structure. I mean, I do want a door, just not necessarily a wooden one. There you are. Right, go put that down. That block there, you might think that, you know, obviously that's where we've mined something else. No, no, no. That's a tactical block, my friends, to slow down any prison escapes or something like that. Right, you go there, and that is now prison. That's a luxury prison. Lovely view of the sky. Sheening is done. Hey, that's pretty fast. I could do with a loading bench. We need a workroom. We could expand out. Oh, Jesus, I've really kneecapped us here, haven't I? Really, we should expand down here, but my corn. I suppose we could turn this into... If we build like a little freezer on this side. Yeah, that could work. Let's build a freezer on this side. And then we'll turn the room that is the stockpile right now into... to get to the prison through the freezer. Consider it a convenience for feeding them. We'll... I guess just stick some of the work tables in the regular stockpile. Not that we've got any food that actually needs freezing right now. Let's go and let's do something like this. Let's do something like this. Let's do one of those. Let's do a harvest. And gunsmithing. Look at that. Now let's go for convenience. Let's go for batteries. Batteries are a convenient at 500% threat. Let's go for batteries. Let's go for solar panels. Just because these wind turbines are already driving me mad. Let's go for... Be good after that. We could go all in on, like, say, simple launchers, gas operation, precision rifling. Gun turrets would be really nice to get. I think I'm up for all of those things. And in that order. Yeah, I like it. Go ahead. Well, actually, if we're going to research that much crap, would it be good, do you think, before we go into, like, these, go for microelectronics? Then we can also start stockpiling resources with the trade beacon necessary to build the multi-analyzer. Yeah, I like that. I don't think we've made terrible progress here to say that we've only just got our quest to escape from a man-hunting monkey. Except with General Joe. He will always be our noble. Madam, what a mighty crown you have there, madam. I like your backpack. Could I have that? No? Refuses to drop this. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. General Joe, kill. Destroy the monkey. I think we'll just go single fire, to be honest. Probably a little bit of a waste of ammo to be... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, I thought we were going to be into some terrible rabies-related situation. It's the Rimworld mod I need. Random side effects from fighting animals. Because it gets to the point in the game, like even now, where animals are a little bit kind of trivial to fight. I want to see whereby, you know, randomly get bitten. Oh, no, your colonist has rabies. They're dead. Or, in the case of, like, a monkey or a chimp, they just, like, jump up on you and pull your face off. That would be incredible. Or horrible. Guess it depends on your perspective, really, doesn't it? And... fuck off. Goodbye. Thank you for visiting. Right, okay, let's do Joe's yeoman ceremony, then. So, let's go for one of those. Thank you. Hello. Don't know why you couldn't pick her up, seeing as you were apparently in the fucking neighborhood. Right, go and do your bestowing ceremony. Are you wearing a cap? What is that? I like that. Yeah, very practical. Boom. Okay, what do we get out of it? Word of trust. Word of trust is very good. Word of trust is very good if we can get it right. Okay, apparently you can't psychically entrance people while they're asleep for some strange reason. Yes. Did it work? Prisoner? Resistance? 1.74. Well, last time we did that, it was like, it reduced the resistance all the way to 0, didn't it? I wonder what the... I need to go look that up on the wiki, then. Cannot recruit him. Yeah, I thought that's how it worked. Maybe he just had a super high resistance, and I completely ignored that fact. And this is what you're doing for recreation, is it? No. Alright, well, don't blame me. Recreation bar's empty, and he voluntarily chose to read... You saw that. You saw that. Get out of here. Got to build a table. The greatest war crime of all. What have I done? I mean, like a food table, not like a chess table. I mean, like something to eat off of course. Right, let's throw down, we'll put a couple of chairs there. A couple of lovely little chairs. Oh, wow, look at that. The Red River again. Okay. Hello? That's llamas. Hello? Oh, there you are. Humps and Narwhal. Oh, very whale-themed. What have we got? Ralph humps Brock. I bet he does. Great memory, nervous, and tough. 5 stick bombs and another stick bomb. Incredible. You've got a tourist judge. I don't think you've got the right to do that. I don't think you're quite qualified. Okay. Oh, thrombos. That's absolutely worthless, and I can do nothing with this information. I'm taking this apart. The whole reason I'm taking this apart is so that we can do what I said and build a big fuck-off wall across here with a kill box and whatnot. Well, not really a kill box, kind of a kill corridor, kill field. You know what? Let them come closer. I'd rather shoot them closer to the base so I don't have to carry them so far. Here they are. Kill them. Destroy. Kill. Narwhal's down. Come on. Absolutely pathetic. I've never seen a bigger shit show in my life. This is unbelievable. Is it because it's dark? I assume so. Okay, get in closer then. Right. Fantastic. So we got Narwhal. 11 intellectual is quite nice. Great memory is pretty good. Bloodlust is very nice. 9 mining. Single passion. No combat skills though. Ugh. 12 animals. I do need that. Great memory. Nervous is not good, but tough is quite nice too. A dromedary knight? How can I not? Prepare to die. By which I mean, prepare to join us for eternity, where you'll be well looked after. Well, until the mechanoids turn up anyway. Taking your backpack. Thank you. That's mine now. And now leave him. Let him die. I want a row of gravestones on the beach. I want more graves than there are people on this planet. Oh! He died before we could even get him in the door. Oh, fuck off. What a coward. Well, you know what? I didn't want you anyway. Some dromedary knight you were. Is that why he was called Humps? Wow. Hang on a minute. Don't dromedaries only have one hump? His name was Humps plural. You liar. He was a fraud. Should have called him... Well, I guess Bacterians doesn't quite have the same fucking ring to it. That's your camel joker this week. Enjoy it. Oh my god, stop finding compacted machinery. We'll be mining out more of this bloody mountain than we've got mountain left over. Which I guess isn't really a big problem. Though, why are you mining? Hey, fuck off. Go do something more useful. Why was she mining? Why are you... Oh, because I've got delivery turned on. So she's trying to deliver concrete to that... Oh, God. Sometimes this game... Oh, it's so confusing. Right, go. Go away. Do something. Joe? The power's gone to his head. Oh my god, he's lost his mind. Okay. Yep. No, that's acceptable. That's fine. Right, take this apart. God damn, look at that, man. Oh, ambrosia. Oh, it's actually fairly convenient, too. Right, okay. Let's do some of this, then. Oh, joy. That's what you get for putting on strange, unwashed masks, you weird man. Phillips Lobsters? Is that what you name your gang if you're a bandit lord? I'm not sure about that one, fella. Pirates from Phillips Lobsters are approaching from multiple angles. It's Isadora. Isadora with a fedora. What are you wearing? Oh, sorry, it's a bison wool cowboy hat. What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off at school? Right, is there anyone else? He didn't say that. He said bison. That was the joke. Did we get anyone else? Did he send anyone else? Philip, that is, I'm referring to. When I say did he send anyone else, I'm talking about Philip. Did he send any more lobsters? Isabella Vonderkvast? Psychopath cannibal. That sounds about right. A construction double passion is quite nice, but to be honest, I don't think I'm interested. Psychopath is okay. Obviously, downside to that is they form no relationships, which is not helpful. Double passion construction, it's not worth it. By it's not helpful, I mean, obviously you can't get them into, like, relationships, can't get them sleeping in the same bed, things like that. Why have you unequipped your gun, you shit? Oh, he's run out of ammo. Inventory's full? Hey? What from holding the medicine? Okay. Yeah, actually is. Because he's got more armor now, I guess, than before. We haven't got any backpacks either. Right, there you go. Well, in that case, let's change this loadout to drop medicine. Let's copy it over, and then we'll call it the, we'll call it the Mooseburg Special. Mooseburg Special, in brackets. Okay. No brackets allowed. I'll just call it medical then. Yeah, so let's give that to you. And then, hopefully, our guys should be able to actually carry more. Until we get backpacks, it's just going to have to work like that. When we get backpacks, we give them back medicine. I think that's fine. So when it said they're attacking from multiple angles, what you meant is there's one person attacking from one angle, unless she's in multiple places at once. Shelter for God. I'll be honest, I first read that as shelter for God, which is impressive, but God is way funnier. Well, we are by the ocean. His friend Blue Cod is interesting to learn about other cultures once he's hosted at Tahia? Is that the name of our place? We need to rename that. Cod will not do any work. Well, it's a bad day to be fucking COD. Goddamn exchange students. Oh, hey, I'm COD. I'm just gonna visit you on a gap year. My daddy's paying for it all. Don't worry. No, I can't work. I can't work. I have a condition. You can fuck off, COD. How about that? Get in the ocean with the other COD. Is she gonna attack, or is she just... It did say they were attacking from multiple angles. Oh, there she is. How are we ever gonna survive? We could have done with some cover. I think I'll just put down a basic... I'm trying to get this whole thing removed so we can do the whole thing in one fell swoop. It's not really worth it. We might as well just build it piecemeal. Stick to the trees. Stick to the trees. They'll never see us coming. That's pretty good. Go, 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 go. Watch out, General Joe. Watch out, General Joe. Okay. Kill. Absolutely incredible. I've got a bullet with your name on it. Oh, J-farts. That seems quite nice. What is this thing? A Degcherev. Okay. Somebody said that, this doesn't make any sense, that the damage in combat extended is done by the bullet rather than the weapon itself. I don't know why the damage stat is. Doesn't really matter too much. I can work all that out later. That's not relevant right now. Hello. I don't even want you, do I? I want your backpack, but I don't want anything else. And your gas mask. And to be honest, I quite like your hat. And the Hyper-Wee flak jacket will definitely do. That's really nice. A Bury Alive mod. Let me go to the workshop a second. Right, Rimworld workshop. Bury Alive. Bury on the spot. I mean, that's nice, but that's not really what I want. There's no mod that lets you bury people alive. Modders, you know what to do. I could have captured her and, you know, butchered her or sold her for slavery or, you know, all those other very generic Rimworld things. We've got enough on our plate right now without having to juggle prisoners. Bearing in mind that our main builder is also our warden. We don't really want to be messing around. Is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. We don't really want to be messing around, you know, detracting too much of his time away from, well, building the embrasures ultimately. Where are you going? You're going to go get yourself some medicine. You don't need it. You don't need it. Let's go Dr. Cat. Just self-tend quickly. There we are. And then if we do get an infection, then we'll, you know, maybe go back to, maybe then you can use the full medicine. But until then, that shit is sacred. We haven't got much of it. We wear the overalls with the flak jacket. Oh, we have to take off the armor vest. I mean, it's like 10% extra work speed with plants. Yeah, plant harvest. Oh, plant harvest yield and work speed. Well, that's way better. And 15 carry capacity. But the trade-off is, of course, way less. It's got this 8 RHA. What's RHA again? I really don't remember. What does it say? RHA. What is RHA? Is megapascals? That can't be right, can it? Armor blunt. Armor rating. Reduction reach layer. That can't be right. Maybe it is. Mitigation effect on blunt force damage that should make the explosion animal hooks. That would make some sense, I guess. I have no idea what RHA is. Record. How armor? Question mark. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, 8 of them too. Yeah, 9 of them. Oh, wow. That's just lovely. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. Filthy little creatures of the devil. You're done for. On the plus side, we got some nice new clothes. And finally, a recruit. Joe asked Bickroy to join. Bickroy has accepted and been given the rank of private. Private parts, that is. Hello, my friend. So Major Payne, you can get like one of those. Colonel Moose can get one of those. General Joe can get one of those. There we are. That's nice. I feel like Major... I mean, obviously, these are like enlisted ranks rather than commissions, so it's all very confusing. But I'm going to give you a slightly higher rank there. There you go. Oh, I miss fucking doormat mods. Of all the mods that we don't have that I would love to have normally, just doormats. I don't want anything special. People in the comment section, 500% threat, and you won't even let me have a single doormat with a mod that I've barely used before, that being combat extended. You won't even let me have a doormat. Dance, monkey, dance, you say. As you throw pennies at me. Thank you. Thank you, how kind. May I have another? The final thing I want General Joe to do here is build a fucking wall so we aren't immediately, clapped by whatever decides to come and attack next. Should have really done that semicircle, shouldn't I? Kind of swoop it in like that. We'll build a proper killing field. We'll probably take the center bit out and push that back at some stage. with doors on the edges so that we can go in for melee in the event that that is necessary. What is necessary is to start gearing up for mechanoids very, very soon. I've been told that one of the sabot rounds, I don't know how you say it. I don't know anything about guns. But those are basically the minimum we'll need to be able to really fight back against centipedes. I should specify a particular type of round as well. So we might even need to craft guns capable of firing that in the first place. Let me just go and take a look at what the message said so that I can double check. It was something like 7.62 times 5.1 Sabo or Sabot. Again, I have no idea. So that's what we're going to aim for tomorrow. First thing. Pretty prepared for the mechanoids as soon as possible. I've been told that rifles really are just the way to go. Forget about shotguns entirely. Full auto if we've got the resources for it. And that's the plan. And then we'll build some mortars. And then we'll rush flamethrowers because everybody said they're fun as well. And then we'll win. I'll have won 500%. Rimworld Combat Extended. And then whenever anyone leaves a comment in the future saying, why are you so bad at Rimworld, I will laugh. I will say, I did a series once that took 10 years off my life, and they will have the last laugh because I'll die. Thank you to everybody who has supported the channel via the medium of a website called Patreon. Without those people, I would not be here. Granted, I'm not going to be here for much longer at this rate. Thank you to Slickback, Red Pants Chief, Voodoo Mumbo, Papa Snow, Amory the Fox, Jobo Daddy, Sir Royland, Slippy Nips, Low Res Quail, Crowskull, Udric, Dan the Man, and Furball as well for their support at the executive producer tiers over on Patreon, along with all of the executive producer tiers over at Patreon, without which I would not be here. I would be doing a much less stressful job, like, I don't know, bomb defusal. Thank you to Struckine, AstrosFan12345, Bordoon, Omegador, Nyancat17, Larry the Emu, Dragon Ryan 13, Proximity Jones Scott, and Craigon as well.